Hello, I'm Claire from createdtheottaway. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin'Up in the UK. Thank you for joining me. Lovely make for you today. Last week my fold was an accordion step thumb fold, and this is another take on that really. It just gives you a bit more of a panel here and here and here for you to decorate. Again, you can do it in lots of different ways. Flat, it looks like that, so you could use it for a scrapbook page if you wanted to. Equally, if you want to send it as a card, it stands like that and folds like that into a normal sized envelope for us here in the UK. Now, I've just realised I haven't put a message panel on the back of mine for your personal message, but that is probably where I would put it here, or a nice stitched die shape rectangle there to put your message on, and then the front looks like that. Hopefully you can see that. Now I'm going to show you how to cut this. It's a really simple make, but a perfect wow. Just to show you though, depending on how you decorate it, you can make it look completely different. So if you notice on this one, it's got a long panel there and a long panel there, and then it's got the folds. And then if I bring the other version in, it's got squares down the sides instead, and all I've done is just decorated it different. The middle is exactly the same, just the side bits are decorated with 3 panels rather than 1 long panel, but it looks completely different. And again, it just folds over. Oh, look at that, a dimensional, the back of a dimensional. Where's the strangest place you have found them? Literally get everywhere, don't they? So that is our make today. So I will show you this version again at the end, exactly the same, but we are going to do the one with the long panels on it. This is also, hang on, if I just bring the sizes in there while I chat to you. This is one of the new paper packs from the new catalogue. Who's excited about that? Sneaky peek of the new annual catalogue. Really excited about what's inside. It is bursting with inspiration. You can use the stamp sets you've got already, and it just gives you a load more ideas of ways to use what you've got. And of course, it's got super exciting new products and papers. This has got to be one of my favourites. It has a stamp set that goes with it called He's All That. Okay, really nice stamp set. But I haven't used any stamps on this at all, because in the paper pack, let's move this out of the way, you actually, it's 12 by 12 paper. Where have I put that? I'll just quickly show you some different ones. There's like a barbecue one, a car one, a camping one, and then some nice background papers. But you also get, I'll try and do this very quickly, all these little toppers or shapes that you can use for scrapbooking or cards. And I have used 3 of them, because you get 2 pages the same on these cards. So this make just comes together so easy. Perfect for making with a friend. So let's make it together. Okay, I'm going to do a different colour this time. I'm going to use Cajun Craze. Now, I never use this colour. Anybody else in the boat with me? I don't know why, it's just not a colour that I jump to automatically. But because some of the paper is this colour, of course it coordinates exactly. So I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. So, very simple card. Take your A4 sheet, just like so, and on the short side you are going to cut it at 6 inches. Okay, just like that. You don't need that bit at all, so put that to one side, make a couple of tags or something with it. Okay, Now on the long side, we just need to make sure it's the right width. So that is 11 and 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 and 5/8. So for us in the UK, it's a tiny sliver off. Okay, look, barely worth even doing, but do it. Now comes the scoring. Now for both of the cards, you would score in the same place. Remember, we're doing the one with the big panels on the side. So the first score line on the long side is 1 and 15/16. Now, I know that's a bit of a mouthful to say, let alone even do. So all you are doing is go to 2 inches and come back one little line, okay? And then remember, get that cutting blade out of the way and score, okay? So 1 and 15/16. The next one is 3 and 7/8. Okay, so that's fairly easy to do. The next one is 7 and 3/4. Also okay to do. Okay, 7 and 3/4. And then the last one is 9 and 11/16. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's actually one little notch below 9 and 3/4. So it's 9 and 11/16, or one line below 9 and 3/4. And you end up with a card or a piece of card. Hopefully you can see that, because the Cajun Craze is not that good for videoing by the looks of it. You've got 2 panels there, a slightly fatter panel in the middle, and 2 panels this side. Now, if you were going to do the one with the squares, what I would do is score it at 2 inches all the way along, and then 4 inches all the way along. And that would give you, oh, there's more dimensionals. That would give you all the squares so that you can see where to put your card on the other side. But as we are doing the one with the panel, the big panel here, we're going to go straight to the cutting. So what we're going to do is cut at 2 inches from this line here to this bottom score here. Okay, so 2 inches. Just move that over so you can see. Okay, so get your card at 2 inches. Bring your cutting blade, and remember it's got that line on the side that tells you where you're cutting, and you are going all the way down to the last score line. So if I show you, you end up with that, okay? So this panel is intact, this panel is intact. Now do that the same at 4 inches. Okay, so the same, you're cutting another strip when you're doing it at 4 inches, okay, like that. Now if you are doing this panelled one with the 3 panels, you will have score lines here. Be careful not to cut those score lines if you're doing the squares on your end. You cut exactly the same otherwise. So that is job done. That's the base of our card. Can you believe that? Simple as that, and look what a wow it is. Okay, so let's decorate it. So you want to help your card, you want it to know which way you want it to go. So this end panel, that just stays flat like that. This one comes up like that. Okay, that one stays down. This one comes up like that. So you've got this. Because this one is up, this one folds down. Okay, like so. This one comes up because this one is down, and this one is down. Ooh. Okay, so just give it a little bit of a help and bring it over until it closes like so. Okay, and that means it will fit into your envelope, and that is the shape of the card you're making. So shall I do that again? So it's all flat. This little score line here comes up. That one stays down. This one stays down. This one comes up. This one comes up. This one stays down. Bring it over. Help it so that it knows who's boss and where you want it to fold. And then bring it open. Job done. Let's decorate. Panels. So I have done mine with 2 panels just because I think it strengthens the base card and it looks extra nice. So the sizes that I give you are for all these panels, which is the first layer. And then what you need to do is just take another 1/8 of an inch off each side to get the bit that goes in the middle, the layer that's in the middle. So you will need 2 rectangles that are 5 7/8 by 1 13/16. So I will put that there as well. So you need 2 that are 5 7/8 by 13/16, and that's the first one. Then for the 3 panels that are in the middle, the longer ones, you need 3 that are 3 3/4 by 1 7/8. 3 3/4 by 1 7/8. You need 3 of them. And then the squares, these little squares here, are all 1 13/16 by 1 13/16. And you need 6 of those. Okay, so I've cut my designer series paper to layer on here. It's an 1/8 of a size smaller. Now the other thing I just wanted to give you is Stampin' Up coloured card is coloured all the way through. So however you tear it or cut it, it's coloured all the way through. With the designer series paper, it has a white core. What I mean by that is if you look at the side, it's got a white line. Now sometimes when you put that against a dark colour, you can see the white line, which sometimes is fine, but when you're using a darker card, just to give it a nicer professional finish, if you like, I just go along the edge with my stamping marker. Now I found that the best thing to do is use the colour of the card you're going against. So this one, for instance, is Early Espresso, and I do that for all of the paper, whether it's this pattern or that pattern. Because it's layering against the Early Espresso card, I'm using an Early Espresso pen. Now if you haven't got the Stampin' Up markers, use some Sharpies that are a similar colour. Nothing compares with the Stampin' Up, but if you haven't got them, use what you have. Or shop with me. Okay, which you can do if you're in the UK, by the way. So, a bit of Tombow glue to give us some wiggle room. That just goes on the top of there, like so. And then that just gets glued onto there. Not too much glue needed, just enough for you to move it around. So that's that side. And then here's one I prepared earlier, a bit like Blue Peter, bringing back childhood memories. And that goes on the other side. Okay, like so. You can already see that it coordinates. Now for my 3 bits in the middle, remember I'm going to use the toppers that are in the sheets that you get with the paper, so I don't have to worry about any stamping at all. This would be a brilliant kit in the post. I think I'm selling it to myself. Absolutely love how this has come out. Okay, let's just think about this for a minute. So do want that one in the middle. And then the car ones, I want either end. I actually really am liking this Cajun Craze. It must be the designer series paper. Have you got a colour that you just really can't get on with? You never seem to be able to match it with anything. It's just, I don't know, this is such a different colour. It's not a brown, it's not an orange, but look at this. I'll have to go and get it out more often. So that's looking good. And then these squares, I'm going to alternate them. I'll put that one there. Oh, I've got this one. I haven't done the edge on this one. Give this a go. Honestly, you will be pleased with the results. While I'm doing this, shall I show you my beautiful little pretty cat? I can see she's fast asleep. She's always crafting with me. Look at her, isn't she beautiful? Back to the card. Okay. Doesn't matter where I am, she's there, which is lovely. The only trouble is you do talk to yourself or to the cat a lot. Okay, let's stick these ones on. Getting really excited now. Can't wait for new catalogue launch. It's just, you know, when you're just getting to the end of the catalogue and you've tried all the ideas and you try a few more and you're at the ends of your paper and you just want something new. You've been looking around and then all of a sudden, oh, new catalogue time. Yippee. Fresh ideas, new excitement. It's like having Christmas all over again, and it's sunny outside, so even more exciting. Look how quickly this is coming together. Okay, last one. Okay, put this one on here, and then I've just got to do my toppers and I'm done. Okay, let's check. Oh, didn't glue that one. That was lucky, wasn't it? Okay, nearly there. So I've picked out a couple of sentiments from the pages that have got the toppers, and I think, although it doesn't say happy birthday, I'm okay with that because maybe I won't use it as a birthday card. I like a multi-purpose card, ready to go whenever I am. Okay, nice cards. It's so nice to have some stuff that is a bit more, well, masculine. Although I'm sure there is a lady or two that would like a card with a car on, especially a classic like this. Oh. Too much glue on my fingers and the dimensionals are now sticking to me. Okay, so this one says strong and courageous. That is a nice sentiment. I just can't believe how quickly this comes together and how stunning it looks. Wouldn't you be really happy to receive this? Right, last one, and it's our ta-da moment. Ta-da! That is our card finished. So it is going to start. Oh, look, there's another one. Got carried away with myself. Got so excited by the make. Forgot to glue a square on. Okay, right. I am sure they're all glued now. So that is the card. Absolutely perfect. Stands up lovely like that. Folds closed like that. Put in an envelope. I don't know which one I like the best. I like both. Which one's your favourite? Loving this new paper. Wow, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget you can make it with 3 squares on the side as well, just to change it up a bit. In exactly the same way, you just score right to the sides. But that is our make for today. If you've liked watching me and enjoyed my quick, straight to the point craft, sorry, I'm distracted by the cat because she's just stretching. Oh, to be a cat in life. Please subscribe, get in touch. I love to see your crafty makes. You can send them to me at createdtheottaway@gmail.com. You can shop with me online. Just look for me in the Stampin'Up UK. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.